Let us do some assertion reason question based on Unit 2 solutions. The first question is assertion: molarity of a solution in liquid state changes with the temperature. Reason: the volume of a solution changes with the change in temperature. We know the volume of a solution is directly proportional to temperature. As temperature increases, volume of solution also increases. And molarity means number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. So as volume increases, molarity decreases, because molarity and volume, they are in inverse proportion. So our assertion and reason, both the statements are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. Second question, assertion: if more volatile liquid is added to another liquid, vapor pressure of the solution will be greater than that of the pure solvent. Vapor pressure of the solution is sum of the vapor pressure of the individual components, that is the solute and solvent. So when we add a volatile liquid to another liquid, of course the vapor pressure of the solution increases. It will be greater than that of the pure solvent. So our assertion is correct statement. Reason: vapor pressure of the solution is entirely due to solvent molecules. So vapor pressure of the solution is sum of the vapor pressure of solute and solvent. It is not due to solvent molecules alone. So the reason is wrong statement. Assertion correct and reason wrong. So our option is option C. Assertion third question: when sodium chloride is added to water, a depression in freezing point is observed. NaCl is non-volatile solute which depresses the freezing point. The reason: the lowering of vapor pressure of a solution causes the depression in freezing point. Here assertion and reason both are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. Fourth question: when a solution is separated from the pure solvent by a semi-permeable membrane, the solvent molecules pass through it from pure solvent side to solution side. The movement of pure solvent from pure solvent side to solution side is known as osmosis. So this statement is correct statement. Then diffusion of solvent occurs from a region of high concentration solution to a region of low concentration solution. Diffusion of solvent is known as osmosis. That occurs only from low concentrated solution to high concentrated solution, because osmosis, diffusion of solvent is osmosis that happens from low concentrated solution to high concentrated solution, because low concentrated solution contains more solvent. So reason is wrong, assertion correct. So our option is option C. Fifth question: solubility of a gas in liquid increases with the increase of pressure. Reason: the solubility of a gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas. According to Henry's law, P is equal to Kh into chi. Kh into chi. So solubility increase as pressure increases, solubility also increases. Solubility is directly proportional to pressure. According to Henry's law, they are in direct proportion. So both assertion and reason, both the statements are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Sixth question, assertion: the vapor pressure of a liquid decreases if some non-volatile solute is dissolved in it. So when non-volatile solute is added to a solvent, vapor pressure decreases because the surface of the solution is occupied by the non-volatile solute and the solvent molecule, and the non-volatile solute do not contribute towards the total vapor pressure. So vapor pressure of a liquid decreases if non-volatile solute is dissolved in it. Statement is correct. Reason: the relative lowering of vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of the solute in the solution. This statement is correct because this is the first colligative property, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option B. Seventh question. Molecular mass of assertion statement. Molecular mass of polymers cannot be calculated using boiling point or freezing point method. Yes, it is correct because the best method for calculation of molecular mass of polymer is osmotic pressure method. Reason: polymers are not stable at high temperature. Then reason: polymer solution do not possess a constant boiling point or freezing point. That wrong statement. So reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option C. Assertion correct, reason wrong. Eighth question. The boiling point of 0.1 molar urea solution is less than that of 0.1 molar KCl solution. We know KCl is an ionic solid. In solution, it breaks into K plus and Cl minus ions. So the number of particles in solution increases. Whereas urea is non-ionic solid or it's a covalent solid, it does not produce ions in solution. So number of particles will be more for KCl. So its boiling point will be more and urea is having less boiling point. Elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to the number of species present in the solution. So both assertion and reason both are correct statements and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. Ninth question, assertion. Non-ideal solution always form azeotrope. We know non-ideal solution form azeotrope, but it is not always. When it reaches the azeotropic composition, for example, 95% alcohol in water, that forms an azeotrope. So only at a specific composition. So we cannot say always. So that's a wrong statement. The boiling point of an azeotrope may be higher or lower than boiling point of both components. This statement is correct. So assertion is wrong and reason is correct. So our option is option D. 10th question. Assertion: lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to osmotic pressure of the solution. That statement is correct. Lowering of vapor pressure is proportional to osmotic pressure of the solution. And reason: osmotic pressure is a colligative property. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property. That statement is correct. But reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option B. 11th question. Assertion: 0.1 molar glucose is not isotonic with the 0.1 molar KCl. We know KCl is an ionic solid, so it breaks into K plus and Cl minus ions in solution, whereas glucose is a covalent solid, it does not produce ions in solution. Because of that, they are not isotonic because their osmotic pressures are not equal. So the given assertion statement is correct. They do not have same osmotic pressure due to different number of particles. Reason is also correct. So reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. 12th question. Assertion: if blood cells are placed in saline water, it will shrink. We know the concentration of blood cell is 0.9%, but saline water, its concentration is more than 0.9%. So it is hypertonic solution. Saline water is hypertonic. Reason: saline water is hypertonic solution, therefore cell fluid will come out. It is correct. So assertion and reason both are correct and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. 13th question. Non-ideal solution of ethanol and water show positive deviation from Rolle's law. Ethanol and water, it shows positive deviation from Rolle's law because the interaction between ethanol and water, it's weak interaction compared to ethanol and water. Because of that, it will show positive deviation. So that's correct statement. They form minimum boiling azeotrope. That statement is also correct. But reason is not the correct explanation of assertion because the reason is ethanol-water interaction. Ethanol-water interaction is weaker than ethanol ethanol and water interaction. This is the correct reason. So both statements are correct and reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option B. 14th question. HCl and H2O form maximum boiling azeotrope. We know maximum boiling azeotrope shows negative deviation from Rolle's law. So HCl and H2O form maximum boiling azeotrope because HCl-H2O interaction is stronger than HCl-HCl interaction and H2O-H2O interaction. So here the reason is given as it is because force of attraction between HCl water is greater. So assertion and reason, both the statements are correct and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option A. 15th question. Assertion, hexane and heptane form ideal solution. Yes, hexane and heptane form ideal solution. Assertion is correct. Ideal solution can be separated by fractional distillation. Ideal solution can be separated by fractional distillation. Here, hexane and heptane form ideal solution. The reason for that, it will obey Rolle's law for the entire range of concentration. But here it's written ideal solutions can be separated by fractional distillation. That statement is correct statement, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. So our option is option B. Next question. Vapor pressure of maximum boiling azeotropic mixture will be lower than vapor pressure of each component. The statement is correct because in maximum boiling azeotrope, the solute-solvent interaction is stronger than the solute and solvent interaction. Because of that, vapor pressure of maximum boiling azeotrope will be lower than the vapor pressure of each component. Azeotropic mixture can be separated by fractional distillation. That is a wrong statement. So assertion correct and reason wrong. Our option is option C. 17th question. Helium is mixed with the nitrogen and oxygen in diving cylinders. Yes. Because of higher value of KH of helium, we are mixing helium with the nitrogen and oxygen to avoid bends, the toxic effect of high concentration of nitrogen in blood. So the statement is correct. Helium has comparatively low KH value. Helium has high KH value, that's why we are mixing with the nitrogen and oxygen. So assertion correct and reason is wrong. So our option is option C.